Hello and welcome to another episode of Giggly Witches.
Yay!
I'm joking. Okay. It's episode 7. We're very
Yes.
excited to be here. I'm really tired. Pam's a little flustered. We're gonna see how today goes. It's gonna be great.
Be good.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be good. if you're not watching the
Yes.
video, let me give you a visual. The day this episode comes up, it's my birthday, and Pam got a
Whee!
happy birthday streamer.
Yay!
So cute. And it's not hanging up. We couldn't get, well, she couldn't get, I said we. I'm in it with you. We couldn't get it to stay.
I couldn't get it to stay. The string keeps falling. I've lost letters.
But
It's
it's the thought
fine.
that counts. It says,
So,
why birthday?
why
Why
birthday?
birthday? Why get older? You know?
We're really philosophical on this show.
Why birthday? On today's episode, why
Why
birthday?
birthday?
Time isn't
Yay.
real.
Are you so excited for your birthday?
Usually I have like big plans. I'm real excited. I'm a huge birthday girl, but it's my brother's wedding weekend, so I don't really have anything big planned, and I'm gonna let him steal my thunder this year, I guess.
I suppose that's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, well, one, I'm gonna be working most of the day, which is fine. I want to. Otherwise, I could have taken the day off, but because I'll be home alone all day.
Yeah.
But like, then I was like, oh, like, I mean, it was just like my dad and stepmom in the living room, I think, maybe my stepsister, but I was like, oh, I want to like go out to dinner. I was like, remember my birthday is on Thursday. Like, I want to go out to dinner. My dad like groans. He's like, he's like, oh, I was like, what? He's like, can't we just stay in and make dinner? And I was like every night? No, it's my
Thanks,
birthday. I want to
Dad.
go out. Thanks. And he was like, I'll just get so full and we have the wedding weekend. I'm like, then order a salad. I don't know. That's not my problem. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
So that was kind of annoying. But yeah, I don't have any dramatic plans. But I'm just gonna celebrate it later in Virgo season when we go to St. Augustine
Yay. That would
and
be so fun.
just starting to travel
I'll bring
again.
my
A
banner.
f- yes, bring the band. They're like, wasn't your birthday like 3 weeks ago? But that's my plan. Like I'll be traveling again soon. That's something to celebrate. But on my
Yeah.
actual birthday, I don't really have plans. But I was thinking about how I'm turning 33 and
Yes.
I am a life path 3, like a
Ooh.
numerology. I'm a number 3, I think. I always forget. I'm pretty sure I'm a 3. I don't know what that means, but 333, I think it's going to be a good year.
Should we look it up?
Yeah, we should. Because it's like when you add up. Okay, so I think everybody get your phone calculators out. Remember in elementary school when our teacher said, you're not going to be walking around with a calculator in your pocket?
Yeah, they also
Idiots.
told us idiots. They also told us that we would always have to write in script
They don't teach kids cursive anymore.
because no one uses it.
I write in cursive.
That doesn't surprise me. But
My handwriting's like a mix, but it's
I was
definitely
just gonna
like,
say I write in a mix.
but like if you didn't learn how to read cursive, I doubt you could read my handwriting.
I
So
don't
there's
think I
just
read my handwriting just because it's really bad. But
no, I have very neat handwriting. I'm a Virgo. But okay, if anyone else wants to know, I look, this could be inaccurate. I'm gonna tell you what I think I ever supposed to do. Giggly Witches is not where you come for exact things, unless
there's
we
a
say
roundabout answers.
unless we say that we have references. But I think you just add up the numbers. So like my birthday is 8/29/1991. So you add 8 plus 2 plus 9 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9
Yes.
plus 1. And then if it's still double digit, then you add those two together. And I
Yes.
think I'm a
I
3,
think
8
unless it's
plus
like 11,
or yeah.
like or 22 or something like that. Like it's
Oh,
certain like numbers where they're like, no, these you don't have to add.
yeah.
Okay, so this feels accurate. I know I've only known you for since March or
hmm
since February. Did we start?
Yeah, February when I was,
Well,
yeah,
at
I went
least I feel
to,
like we've spent a lot of
well, I
time
think it was
together.
March. Yeah, I went to India at the end of February, I think. And I mean, I remember I was in India when we first started because
Yeah.
our first call there was the honking horns in the background. And I was like, be cool, be cool, be cool. She can't hear them. Just be cool. The trauma, the
The
trauma from
drama.
India.
Um,
Okay, okay, tell me. So this is for life
but
path 3. I just confirmed I am a 3.
yeah. So this says you are expressive, creative, charismatic, making you a born influencer and performer. You can light up a room with your personality. People love being around you because you always have something interesting to say.
Oh.
Very exciting. Um, and you love to find new ways to communicate your ideas, observations, and truths. It's a big, I guess, like communication, which does relate to like the third house in astrology. So
That
that's
makes
interesting.
sense. I resonate
Yeah,
with that. I like yapping
that's true.
and I like making people laugh and I like laughing.
Yeah,
So the entertaining part makes sense.
yeah.
What's your life path number?
I think an 11 or two, like the way they like write it is like
Oh,
11 or 2.
that's why you knew there was special
Yeah,
numbers.
yeah.
Do you know what yours is or tell
I
us?
literally just looked this up the other day and I don't remember why, but I don't remember what it what it was.
And are you just, let's tell our listeners, how are you looking this up? Are you just Googling
Google
it?
life path number 2.
Okay.
I just Google. I Google everything.
Me too. Actually, I have
Um,
DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo.
Hmm.
What's
It's
that?
like, I don't know, like protects your data or something. Not that I
Oh.
Google anything weird. I just have that's left over from dating a conspiracy theorist. Babe, you need
That's
to
fair.
install this on your new computer and it's still
Yeah.
there.
Um, okay, it says being born to life path means you came into this lifetime to learn about feminine energy, relationships,
Hmm.
equality, intuition, patience, healing. This is a different website, and I don't like the way that they write things, so I'm gonna find
Yeah,
another one.
this is just like every time I'll see like, I don't know, a frog and I'll be like, frog spiritual meaning. And then I click on enough links until I like what it says. And then I'm like, that's
Wait,
amazing.
okay, I literally right before this,
You
Tuesdays
saw
are
a
my
frog?
like no no.
Oh.
Well, yes, but yes, but no. I was in my Tuesdays, I do like psychic mentorship,
Uh-huh.
podcast. It's
It's
the
it's witch
big
day.
yap day, big
Big
yap
Gap
day.
Day. Yeah.
And I was talking to Hannah's dad and I was like, I saw a frog. Does that mean anything to you? She was like, no.
Like,
I
no. Okay, next question.
was like, I don't know what this is. But I saw a frog and I forgot about it until you just said frog. So what
Well,
does the frog represent?
oh, I don't know. That was just an example.
Oh,
You tell me.
okay. It
Um,
says, oh my God, I'm almost tossed my mic. It says um twos value partnerships and nourish relationships, both
mhm.
personal and professional. Spend time with animals. They're humanitarian, very patient and understanding, which I think I'm very understanding. I don't think I have a lot of patience, but I think with like my the people that I love that I do.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, patience can mean different things, I feel
yeah,
like.
it does say that twos often have trouble with boundaries, which has been something I've been working on a lot. Um, and like it says another problem with letting emotions take center stage, which whatever. I'm an Aries. Let me live. Um, but yeah, should I look up frog? Frog.
Frog spiritual meaning. I will tell you, I do see a lot of mashed frogs on my walk every day. I don't know what the frogs are
Mashed?
doing, but they're getting run over constantly. I do
Oh,
live in a town called
Frogger.
Marshfield. So there's a lot of marshes and therefore a lot of frogs. And I live out in the country surrounded by the marshes. So there's just an extraordinary amount of frogs, I think. So then with that, there's an uptick in frogs getting run over by cars.
RIP. They did not win the Frogger game.
No, they're little, they're just like mush flat, like so many every day I see. I mean, they're the same ones every day, but there's just like a lot. There's like every few feet, I'm like, oh, there's another master frog. What are you guys doing?
Poor guy.
You know?
Find another route.
Yeah,
This is
I mean,
not.
hopping back and forth. There's stay over there in the marsh.
Yeah. Um, it says that frogs represent good luck, sharing
Mm.
knowledge, stability, renewal, and healing.
And that's all she wrote.
Period.
Period. But like when I feel like I'm like, oh, that's a sign, I always just like read them until I see the sign that I want it to mean. And then I'm like, oh, perfect. I'm like, that's so crazy. Like I
You're like,
don't
that
like it.
makes
I'm
total
like,
sense.
I don't like what that one says. Let me click on the 10th link and I'm like,
On the
exactly.
fourth page.
Exactly. That is exactly what I thought
Yeah,
of that. Oh my God.
that's so crazy. That's
Can't
exactly what I
believe
thought.
that. Oh my God. But yeah, it's birthday week.
Hooray. Do you have
Hooray.
like a favorite birthday memory?
Yes. And actually, today is also a special day to share this because not to bring the vibe down, but today
Oh
now
no.
you're scared. No, I feel good today. But today, the day of recording, Tuesday, the 27th, is the ninth anniversary of my mom passing. She passed a couple days before my birthday. But my favorite birthday memory was on my 16th birthday. I was here at home, of course. And I don't know, like I guess it was the end of summer. I feel like my birthday like often falls on like Labor Day weekend. And so a lot of like my friends' families would, I don't know, like go out of town for like one last trip to the cabin or camping or
Yeah,
things before school started because our school always starts like right after Labor Day.
that's
So
how ours was too.
yeah, so it was my 16th birthday. You know, my super sweet 16 show is on. You know,
Yeah.
I'm in my head, I'm like, this needs to be like my most like big birthday, whatever, but like all my friends are gone. There's no birthday party happening, like nothing. I have nothing planned. I'm feeling very forlorn.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want, I'm like, I don't know. It's like, it's the year you're gonna get your license. Like, I don't know. It just felt like a big year and I was feeling really sad and bummed out. Like I didn't have anything planned. So I think I was like literally down here in my like, well, over there's my room. But I was kind of just, you know, bumming around the house and it was just me and my mom home because I don't know, it's probably during the week and everybody's at work and my brothers are doing camps or whatever. And okay, do you remember there was viral videos going around that were like extreme skipping? They were like parody videos about parkour, like they were making fun of parkour. Do you remember
No,
this at all?
no.
I don't know
If I
why
saw it, I would remember it.
there was these goofy, I mean, this like when parkour, but do you remember when like parkour was very
Yeah.
big and everyone was making videos and stuff? And then there was this really funny one of these guys that were kind of making fun of it and it was like extreme skipping, whatever. So anyways, my whole family thought it was so funny. My mom came downstairs and dressed in this like ridiculous outfit. She's got like a sweatband on. She's got her hair all tied up and she's like, "Get dressed. We're going extreme skipping around the neighborhood." And so I was like, "What?" My mom was super goofy and weird. And she just we got all like dressed crazy and we just started like extreme skipping around the
I
neighborhood.
love that.
Like some of my neighbors were out. We stopped and talked to them. And, you know, mom was like, it's Sadie's 16th birthday, whatever. And we took all these silly pictures on my digital camera. You know, I think they're still on
Like the
Facebook.
Nikon cool pics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it just like, I was like so bummed on that birthday. And then my mom just was just like silly goofy. She was her silly goofy weird self. And we just had so much fun and we were laughing and it's just it's my most memorable birthday. And it was
I
just
love that.
me and my mom and it was so fun.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
great memory.
Yeah. That's definitely up there. Try to think other cool birthday things I've done. Last year I had a great birthday in Bali. I got to go to that. Sorry, a work text message. I want to make sure. Oh, okay, it's fine. Like make sure that's not urgent. I went to the famous restaurant in Bali that
Oh,
you
that has
pulled
like the
tarot
tarot cards.
cards. Yeah, that was like the third time I had gone there. It's so fun. But the tarot cards I can't remember now, but the tarot cards I pulled on my birthday were like so good, and I was like so happy. But yeah, like I went there 3 times, but it's called Merlin's. If you're ever in Bali, you need to go to the city Ubud, which is the city that's more inland. It's like the spiritual city, not by the beaches, but there's tons of waterfalls there. It's where Eat, Pray, Love. That's where she is. She's in
Got
Ubud.
it.
It's where all the rice paddy fields are. I mean, there's more rice paddy fields elsewhere, but
Yeah.
anyways, that's where Merlin's is. So it's so beautiful, and the whole presentation of the food, like every detail is so magical. The silverware is like it looks like whittled like wands and stuff, like the hand
Ooh.
parts. Like every detail is so beautiful. And like when you pull, you can just order if you want, but you pull tarot cards and it picks your meal for you, and everything is so good. And it's like a 3 course, like your starter, your entree, and your dessert. And everything they come out, they present it like they like bring out your dish and they like lift up the cover and like smoke comes out, and or
Yeah.
they like light something on fire. Like everything is just so magical. And then last year on my birthday when we went, well, before that I had taken my cousin Alexa when she was in Bali to go there for her birthday. So I saw that if it's your birthday, they bring you out this box and you open it and they give you a little heart-shaped rose quartz crystal. So I was like,
Cute.
I want that.
Yeah.
So we're going on my birthday again. So, anyways, they did that. They rolled out this big cart, and I was like, "Ooh, the rose quartz crystal is gonna be. I know what I'm getting." But then when I opened it, there was a hot guy. He designs jewelry, and there was his 2 rings that he had made, like in the box. And I was like, I had seen them before. I had helped him take pictures and whatever of it, make content. So I knew these rings existed, but he was like giving them to me. And it was
Cute.
like such a surprise, and it was so romantic. No one's ever done anything like that for me before. And so I kept going, like to keep? Like I get to keep them? And he was like, yeah. And I just couldn't process it.
To keep?
I was like, but they're yours. And I'm so loud. I mean, I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so loud. People probably think I'm getting proposed to because I'm pulling out a ring. And everyone's just looking at us because I'm just causing a ruckus. And I'm just like, keep asking if I get to keep my gift. But it was really cute. It was
That
really
is
sweet.
really cute.
Oh my God. And last year in Bali, I woke up at 4 a.m. There was a huge earthquake on my birthday. That was very memorable.
Whoa.
Yeah, it
Talk
was
about
cool.
shake up.
Right? I love earthquakes. I think they're really fun. I thought it was fun.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not manifesting being in a crazy one, but when they're just
Yeah.
like
Little
jumbling you
babies.
around a little bit, I don't know. They're kind of fun.
I was in one in California when I was like a teenager,
Hmm.
and we were there on a family trip, and my younger brother and I were like my youngest brother and I were on one
Hmm.
side of the house, and my mom and my other brother were on the other side of the house. And Nick and I come running in and we're like, "Oh my God, did you feel it? Like I think there was an earthquake." And both my mom and Andrew were like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
I
Like
know
you guys are
sometimes when they're
crazy.
little, I
And they
mean,
couldn't feel it at all. And I
it kind of like feels like sometimes like you just feel like you had like vertigo for a second or
yeah,
something because it's very
yeah.
like
You're like,
unless it
"Bloop."
lasts a little bit longer. Yeah, you're just kind
Yeah,
of like, oh.
yeah.
And
There
then you
was
see like
one.
the curtains swaying or something, which
Yeah,
kind of tells you something happened and you're just like, oh.
yeah,
But I mean, yeah, I don't want to sound like, oh, I think they're fun. They're like, but I know they're very dangerous and, you know, tragic sometimes. But when they're
yeah,
small, they're kind of it's just an interesting, I don't know, in Wisconsin, we didn't grow up with earthquakes. So it was
yeah,
an interesting experience and it was a pretty big one. And then I was really glad that we were in Ubud inland because then my brain went, there's going to be a tsunami. We're on a small
yeah,
island. There was not. But that was a legitimate concern, but
yeah.
there wasn't. There wasn't. But if we
That's
would have
good.
been by the coast, I would have been like, we have to get up. We have to go. we were inland. But yeah, those are my birthday stories.
That's awesome. I
What
love
about
that.
you? It's not your birthday, but what's your best birthday ever? Do you have a fun birthday memory?
Um,
You're like, no,
no.
no good
Um,
birthdays.
I can't, I like don't really remember a lot,
Hmm.
but there was one year, I think when I turned 13, um, the weirdest pairing, but Good Charlotte, do you know them? Good Charlotte
Yeah.
opened for Justin Timberlake. Isn't that so weird?
That's amazing. That's an
Yeah,
amazing. Oh my
it was
God.
amazing. And my mom got me and a couple friends like front row seats for my 13th birthday. It was very, very cool. Very good show. My like cousin and we like Joel of Good Charlotte like walked by and we were like, "Wah!" and like yelled and he like looked back and like pointed at us and we were like, "Oh my God, this is so cool."
He loves me.
He loves me.
We're
Um,
married.
and yeah, so that was a good one. That was
Oh
just
my
like
God.
really cool because it was like Good Charlotte was like one of my favorite bands.
Hmm.
There was one year they played music. Um so it was, did you ever go to music? I
I
can't
don't know what
remember
that is.
where it is. It's in LA somewhere.
Mm.
Um but it's like a music festival and a tattoo festival. It was really really cool and my
Why
friend
didn't I go
was,
to that? I would love that.
yeah, I only went because my friend, my like best friend was covering it, as
Oh,
a photographer. And so I like went as her plus one. And Good Charlotte played opened, it was like Lil Aaron, the Interrupters, and Good Charlotte, and then Blink 182. It was so cool. And I was like, we were watching Good Charlotte, and I was like, this is like the first time that I've seen them. Because that was, I think, 2018,
mm.
2018, maybe even 2017.
Hmm.
And that was like the first time I had seen them since like,
Yeah.
I don't even know,
Oh,
probably like 10 years before.
yeah.
And my friend was like, I think this is your favorite band.
I would say
So
Blink 182 is like one of my all-time favorite bands.
same.
And they
Yeah.
were just recently in Minneapolis, which is like 3 hours from me. My brother lives there. And I knew they were going to be in Minneapolis this summer, like 6 months ago when I was still in Bali. And I had made a mental note, I should plan to go to that. And I have a
Yeah.
friend in Minneapolis that wanted to go. And then, like, literally, it was like the weekend of, and I saw someone post a story about it or something. I was like,
Damn.
I've
Yeah.
seen them, but it was like, it was before Tom DeLonge ever left. And now he's back and whatever. It was like when I was in college, it was like over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm so sad. I I feel like I don't know. I feel like those guys will play more tours. I don't know.
Yeah. I have a couple friends on that tour and I forgot about it and I don't even know if they play Nashville or when they play Nashville and I think I missed it.
Good
Um
luck. If they're gonna play Nashville soon, I'll come.
yeah, I should look. Um
Reinviting myself to Nashville, but
no, please.
I
And
really want to
then
see them again.
they were so good. I covered a show for them. They played like Irvine, but this was when Tom wasn't with them anymore.
And
And
Matt
it was like
Skiba
Matt
was,
Skiba.
who's
Yeah.
from my other literal favorite brand, Alkaline
Really?
Trio. That's my it's Blink 182 and Alkaline Trio. Those are my favorite bands.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But it was just like so weird, like watching them. And then they would play like, I don't know, they would play songs and I would just be like,
I
how
love
dare
Matt
you?
Skiba, but I didn't like, I mean, I was like, I was happy for him because that's a big deal. I mean, Alkaline Trio has a lot
Yeah.
of success too, but it's not Blink 182. And I was
Yeah.
excited for him. I was happy for him, but I was like, but it's not the same.
It's not the
It's
same.
not. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with Matt Skiba, but it's not the same.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. Yeah. So then I was just like, oh my God, they got back together. I didn't go, like, whatever. But, anyways, I love Blink 182.
Well, we'll go when they come to Nashville.
Exactly. We should like, okay, after this, we're gonna look up there too. I also would love I would also love to see Alkaline Trio. Alkaline Trio, I've only seen once. It was when I went to Warp Tour. They were like the last band to go.
Yeah.
They I was so tired and so dehydrated. I immediately got a concussion
Oh no.
when I was in the very front and somebody started crowd
Kicked you in the
surfing
head.
and kicked me in the back of the head and then it made me jack into the head in front
Oh
of me.
no.
And I started crying because it really hurt. And then this bouncer guy was like, "You out?" And I was like, "No, I'm fine." And I stayed. I was in so much pain the whole time. But I was like, I came to this tour for one band
One
only.
band.
I don't give a fuck about any of these other guys. So I stayed.
Damn. Good old Warp Tour.
I only
That was
went
my
that
first
once.
tour.
When
I,
did you do Warp Tour?
I never went to Warp Tour. I've only worked Warped. The first one that I went to was in 2014 in Hartford, Connecticut. Oop, and I drove down to Hartford, Connecticut,
Mm-hmm.
and I volunteered with a nonprofit called Keep Abreast.
Mm-hmm.
They make the like I Love Boobies bracelets. That's
Oh.
them. And then the following year, I like became like I kept in contact with the girl Mel,
Mm-hmm.
um, and kept bugging her, bugging her, bugging her, and then volunteered with them again in 2015. And then I kept bugging her and was like, "Hi, I'm graduating this year and I'm moving to LA. Like, do you have a job for me?"
Mm.
Um, and so that's like how I ended up like in LA and working for Keep Abreast and all that. But then fast forward a couple more years and I did like Mel helped me get a job on Warp Tour for the summer in 2018.
So cool.
So
I have
wild.
no idea what
That
year
was
I
like the
went, but it was
last
probably
year
like
though.
it was when I was in no, when I went it was probably like closer to 2010. I
Yeah.
can't I'm trying to remember if I was in high school still or not. I might have been. I know because I went with my best friend and my ex-boyfriend, but I think it was before we dated. Speaking of which, I saw that ex-boyfriend this past
Recently,
weekend. Yeah.
just like out and about.
No. Um, sorry, more work text. No, so this past weekend I went to my friend's wedding
Oh
and
yeah.
who
I meant
is
to ask you about that.
oh my God, it was so fun. But I talked to my ex-boyfriend the entire time.
Is this the one that you like have had dreams about?
No, this is a different
Different
one.
one. Never mind. Scratch that from the record.
Scratch that for the record. No. So okay. So my friend that got married, so okay, my friend group that we all graduated together, there's like
Yeah.
five guys and five girls or something like that. And we were all really close, like from like middle school through high school. We all like hung out, all of us, all the time. And now we hardly ever see each other, all of us. But you know, we all got invited to the wedding, of course. And the friend in my friend group, his older brother, I was from day one knowing who he was, I was obsessed with him. Thought he was the coolest boy in the world.
Of
So
course.
for like years and years and years, I just was like, wow, this guy, and I had such a big crush on him. Um, and he was like a senior when we were freshmen. So I just thought
Okay.
he was so cool, right? Like, oh my God, senior guy, whatever. We didn't end up dating until I graduated and I was a freshman in college. That's when we started dating and we dated for like 2 years. But we've known each other like forever. And we were just always I don't know. We really bonded over being huge nerds and our music
Yeah.
taste, which is funny that we started talking about the music because that was like our thing. But like we went to Harry Potter World together, like
Love
that
that.
like he's the one that paid for this tattoo, Harry Potter tattoo. Just huge nerds. But anyways, but you know, it's been 13 years that we've been broken up, like whatever.
Yeah.
And I knew I was gonna see him there, and I was like, oh, like it'll be nice to see him. I don't know. Like I'm chill with all my exes. I don't know what that says about me. Is that a red flag? I don't know. Maybe. But we're not friends. We don't like talk or anything, whatever.
Yeah.
he didn't know that I was going to be there, which I was like, how do you not
How do
ask
you
if
not
I'm going to be
know?
there? But
Yeah.
he was shocked. He was like, how are you here? Because last he heard I was like living in Bali or something.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Fair
I'll allow
enough.
it.
But yeah, the wedding was so fun, but I just ended up talking to him most of the time because I was like, oh, I remember. Not that I forgot, but I was like, oh, I remember why we dated. And not in a way where I'm like, oh, I'm in love again or anything.
Yeah.
Just like we have such good banter. Like,
Yeah.
we're so funny together.
Yeah.
And we just
I
talk
do
about
love good
nerdy
banter.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like me and my friends do this too, where we can talk for an hour about just a conversation that is completely made up about a scenario that doesn't exist. And we're just joking around and taking the joke way too far. And like, I don't know how to describe it. But it's so fun.
Yeah.
And it was just so nice. And we had so much fun. We were just laughing. And I saw my other friends. But yeah, I'm going to be honest. Mostly I was just having
Oh
joking
my God.
around. So it was great, but no, it was good. I was like, oh, that was interesting, but nothing's happening there. It was just like, that was weird,
Yeah.
but it was really nice. Um, yeah. So that was fun. And then my brother is getting married, married.
Married.
My brother's getting married next weekend, which I'm so excited for. It's gonna
That
be
is
such
really
I have a
exciting.
huge family and it's just gonna be such a party.
Oh, that's so
And
awesome.
yeah, I'm just so excited. But yeah,
Yeah.
2 weekends with 2 weddings in a row. That's a lot of socializing for me. I usually don't go out that much.
My therapist yesterday was like, "Did you socialize this week?" And
No.
I was like, "Well, I did a spell for a friend on Friday, and like Tuesdays are like my big like days because I do my
This is
sessions with Hannah,
socializing.
and then I talk to Sadie for like 4 hours. So I feel like that's a
So
lot.
so yeah, I feel like I socialize.
That's a lot of socializing.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I'm drinking my drink.
You're good.
I put too much apple cider vinegar in it. It's really sour. It's really good.
Hits a spot.
I like it. Do you know that video of that little girl that like she, her mom's like gave her something to eat and she's like trying not to gag. And she's like viscerally reacting and the mom's like, are you okay? And she's like, "Ugh." She's like, yeah, it's good. it's,
No.
it's so funny. she's like she's like no.
No.
And her eyes are like watering and she's like
Yeah.
good.
So good. No.
That's me drinking my drink, like, no, I
So
really
good.
like it.
It's really good.
Really good.
You know the sound that's like fantastic? Give me 14 of them right now.
That's fantastic. I don't want, do you want to know what's in it? No. That one is like fantastic. Get 14 of you. Give it, yeah. I can't say it now. Yes.
Yep. That's the one.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Give me 14 of them right now. I
Give me
said that a
14 of
lot
them
in my
right now.
head.
I was saying that to myself about something the other day, but I can't remember what. Guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never know. Now that we've been here for an hour, do you have any silly goofies?
I do have some silly goofies.
Okay, I don't. So take it
Oh, so I
away.
can take some time. Okay, so I will start on the silly goofy note of I learned a new word.
Hmm.
Like it's like kind of like an obsolete word now.
An obsolete word.
Yeah. So it's called constult.
Constult? What is
Constult.
what does it mean? What does it?
It basically means being silly goofy together.
How is that obsolete? That sounds like the most important word that anybody could possibly use
I know.
ever.
I think the like definition when I typed it in was like acting a fool together. Yeah,
Would you like to consult with me this weekend? That's how I feel like. How do you use it in a sentence? Is that not correct?
um, according to the Oxford English Dictionary, consult is obsolete, but it shouldn't be, it says, is a verb. Never heard that word either.
Not a verb, it's a varb.
It's a verb.
It's a verb.
Meaning to play the fool together.
The consulting
We're
witches.
consult. We're
Wait, how do
consulting.
you use, yeah, how do you use it in a
I
sentence?
don't know.
I don't know how to use a verb in a sentence.
In a sentence. Not
But yeah, like,
consult.
do you
Every
use
time
it?
you type in and it changes it to
Is it like
consult.
consulting or yeah, how do you use it?
The consulting of the Three Stooges seems to appeal more to men than women, is the example sentence.
Okay, so consulting works. The consulting
Yeah.
of the giggly witches reaches millions of witches everywhere, so we can all consult together.
Yeah. So I loved that and I wanted to share that.
Oh my God. Okay, now we can all start a movement. We're bringing the word consult back.
Yeah.
How are you going to consult this week?
I don't know. I got a lot of
Act a
work to do.
fool.
I got a lot of work to do. I don't think there's any
I'm gonna get drunk at
consulting.
my brother's wedding. That's how I'm gonna consult. You know how I
Someone
consulted this past weekend? Getting drunk and talking to my ex the whole time.
someone just texted me and was like, Pam, get out of work on Friday. And I was like, why? She goes, Harry Potter themed house party. I was
Can I
like, no,
come?
I
No,
have
I
to
can't. I'm
work.
busy. It's
Um,
like sorry at my brother's wedding. Otherwise, I'd be there in Nashville.
otherwise I would be there. Maybe the Blink 182 show will be right before we go down to St. Augustine, and then you can keep me company on the 10-hour drive.
I actually did. I didn't want to be overbearing and invite myself to so many activities, but I really want to go to Nashville. So it's like maybe I should go to Nashville for a couple days and then drive with Dan.
Honestly, I'm open
I
to
did think
it.
about it because one, I love road trips.
I love a road trip.
And two, I just want I still haven't been to Nashville and I want to like go to Nashville and do some Nashville things.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know if
Go
it'll
to
work with
Nashville.
my work schedule. We'll see. But
Yeah.
I thought about that weeks ago. I was
Well,
like, that's too much, Sadie.
she's
You
trying.
can't
She's
invite.
journaling it.
I'm
That's how the
scripting it.
podcast came to be.
It's interesting how you brought that up when I scripted it a few
So,
weeks ago.
if you want to learn more about scripting,
Get my
please see
free
our last
script your
episode.
life in the bio and listen to us. You just saw it right here, folks. I scripted that.
Proof. Honestly, this whole podcast
Me
is proof
writing
of
in my
that.
journal about Pam every single day. And then Pam invited me to come to Nashville.
Honestly, though, but here's the thing. I wasn't scripting. I was more just like manifesting in, or maybe I was scripting because I was doing it during like new and full moon
Yeah,
rituals.
yeah.
And I was like meditating on it, and I was like, like I need more like good friends
Mm-hmm.
that like are also like witchy and in this like scene and all the things like that. And then
And I was writing, Pam is my best friend.
basically we had a like Sadie was business mentoring me, and the whole time privately we were like, are we friends? Are we friends? Can we
This
be
happening?
friends? And then at the end of our business mentorship partnership thing, Sadie was like, so do this podcast with me. And I was like, thank God you think we're friends, because I thought we were friends and I didn't know if I was just being weird about it.
Well, we met every week for 4 months. And
Yeah.
the first 3 months we were pretty focused and good, but then the last
Yeah.
month, or actually it was probably like the last like
Probably the
6 weeks,
last like, yeah.
the our times together kept getting longer and longer because we kept just like goofing around. And I was like, no, we both like, we have to focus business stuff.
Yeah.
And then we would just sit on the phone for like 3 hours
And I would be like, Sadie, it's 11 p.m. I have to go to bed. Like,
because I'm in Bali and it's morning and I just won't shut up and I won't let her get off the phone. And that's how
anyway,
Giggly Witches was born.
yeah. Um,
Consulting.
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 Like consulting, but for
If
silly
you maybe
goofies,
have like a stutter.
witches.
Yeah.
Yeah, consulting. Okay.
Consulting.
We're bringing that word back.
Love
Obsolete
it.
my ass.
Okay, my next silly goofy, I have two PSAs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, two PSAs
Ham
this week.
service announcement.
Yes. The first one, I don't think that you would ever do this to me, but it's just a PSA that if
Don't.
I give you a free a fake microphone
Mm.
A free, no, not free. Whip out
If
my
I give
face.
you a
I'm
free
sweating again.
a free microphone, a fake microphone, I
A
feel like
fake microphone. Oh my God. That was hard. That was a rough one.
it's the last couple days of Mercury
Last day.
retrograde. It
Tomorrow it
is the
ends.
last day. Oh,
Tomorrow.
thank
Yeah. Thank
God.
God. But then we have like the shadow period. So
Fuck a shadow. I don't
yeah.
abide by it.
um, if I give you a fake microphone and
Yeah.
you don't sing into it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna boo you
One time,
at band camp.
one time, somebody tried to like fist bump me, and I went, "Hello, is
Oh.
this Big On?" Because I thought it was a fake mic. I thought we were doing a bit.
Oh my God, that was
They were
funny.
trying to pound it.
Yeah. So close.
And I feel like I saw that in a movie somewhere or something where like they did that, so I thought that we were doing the bit.
Yeah.
They weren't doing the bit. They were trying to give me it. It's like, hello, is this
Um,
thing on? I was being all goofy. I was consulting, as
mhm.
one should, as one does.
As one does.
And it didn't. So
Um,
if you give me a fake microphone, I will sing into it every
I
time.
figured.
I will
But I was
be.
at work and um I like was like joking around with the security guard and like they play, like the thing in Nashville is that every single bar has a live band like down on Broadway, every
I want to
single
go.
band.
I love that. I
Oh.
want to go see the live music. You're like, I don't want to do that. I'll go by myself.
I will go. My favorite thing to do, shout out Roberts on Broadway. It's the best bar on Broadway. You
Mhm.
could get they have a thing on their menu called the recession special. It's
Mm.
$7 and you get the like original is a bologna sandwich, but you can like I usually get like a grilled cheese.
Mm.
Um it's so it's a sandwich, a bag of chips, a moon pie, and a PBR or high life or whatever like
What's a
that.
moon pie?
A moon pie? Like those like uh I
An
don't know.
oatmeal cream pie?
No, it's like they're
I love those.
they're like little,
Fantastic.
they're
Give me
like
14 of them.
chocolate. Give me 14 of them right now. I don't know. If you saw the packaging, you would know.
Okay.
Honestly, if you ever look at Twitter, Moon Pie's Twitter is the funniest thing ever, probably because no one knows that it exists. So they just like
Oh,
rip on everything and everyone, and it's really funny. And I found it. Somebody told me to look at it like years ago, and
I
it was
never
the
go on
funniest
Twitter,
thing.
but now I will.
But
Moon pies.
um, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so PSA, if you're ever around Pam and she gives you a fake microphone, you gotta be singing.
Yeah, because the security guard, forget it. Moving on to the next
The
one.
security guard, the varb, the
Barb.
guard.
Should we look that word up? Because I don't know what that means. Barb.
Maybe it was a typo.
Maybe. No,
It's a thing?
I
They
think
didn't
it's a
teach me that in English class.
no. Okay, I don't know. It's
Grammar.
not you. Maybe it was a typo
I think it was a
because
typo.
I don't know what that means. But
A
how could
varb.
they?
There's a typo. We're like, what is a varb?
Anyway, my next silly goofy
Okay.
not is a PSA, and I
PSA.
need active participation
I'm
from
here.
everybody involved.
Okay. Everybody perk up.
I
Lean
want
in.
to change my personal and brand aesthetics.
Hmm.
And okay, because I dress the same all the time because it's what I have and I'm comfortable in, and it feels scary
Hmm.
to try a different style, even if it's like something that I really want to do.
Hmm.
And I love the dark academia style,
Mm.
like so, so much. That's like what I want my next house to look like. But I also love Barbie core.
Mm.
So I was like,
With you
how do
on
you,
that.
yeah, and like, and also like grungy because that's like already how I dress.
Yeah.
Um, and I was like, how the hell do you combine all three of these? So obviously I went to ChatGPT.
Oh, good.
But if anyone has any ideas, please let me know
Okay.
because like
Well,
how do you combine all of that and Barbie core?
Like for your home or for your
for
style?
like my personal style.
Well, I feel like sometimes you can mix it, but also you could be Barbie one day and Dark Academia the next.
That's so fair.
You can do whatever you want. There's no rules. I feel like
That's
my
so
style
true.
is usually like baggy t-shirts and or baggy jeans, but then sometimes I'm rocking my, I don't know, mini skirt and but I don't have any mini skirts, my mini dresses. And I don't know, like I don't know. You can mix
Yeah,
everything together.
that's so fair.
And you know what is the best, most interesting style? When you pair unexpected things together. So like doing like dark academia like mixed with Barbiecore would be delightful because you could
That's
do
what I was
like
thinking.
I'm imagining like I'm picturing like a I don't know, like a plaid skirt. Like I don't know, like I had uniforms growing up when I went to Catholic school, like a plaid skirt, like academia vibe,
Yeah.
right? With like, I don't know, like a hot pink top and like
Yeah.
I don't know, you could do like bright pink sneakers, but have like the glasses on. So like I don't know, you're like mixing stuff up or whatever. I don't know. I think
Yeah.
I love them. I think the most interesting fun styles is when you pair something really feminine with something really grungy or something really girly with something really masculine, right?
Yeah. Because that's
Like
like how like feel as a person.
yeah, like I don't know.
I love that.
I haven't worn this outfit, but I love like an outfit where the girlies wear like their like body contrast with like an oversized blazer. Like that's like
Yeah.
pairing like when you wear all the same style together, like that's there's nothing wrong with that, but it's not like what you see the fashionistas doing.
Yeah.
You know,
I
they're
want to
mixing the
be,
unexpected. Like I love a pretty girly goddessy dress with like a baseball cap and sneakers. Like that's what I
yeah,
usually like wear with when I'm wearing like a flowy
love
dress. I'm
that.
like, okay, I'm gonna make it kind of like put that tomboy touch into it or something.
Yeah. I love that.
So I
That's
feel
so
like
fair.
the different things you're saying would just be really fun to play with it in different ways and in your home too and in your brain too. Like anyway.
Yeah. I have a post going out tomorrow that I just made, and it's green instead of pink. And I was very
Mm,
excited about it because green is actually my favorite color. You would never know.
you never know.
You'd never know.
Never know if you never know.
But green is my favorite color, and it's going to be green, and I'm very excited about it.
I
But
love
like
to
the
make
text
like
is pink.
a yeah, there you go. I love to make like a Pinterest mood board. And so if I'm trying to mix aesthetics, like
Yeah,
put the dark academia in with the Barbie core and mix it all up on your board and see it together for inspiration.
I have that. So there's a tarot reader that I follow. Her name is Kate Van Horn.
Hmm.
Um, and she was like, I want to change my aesthetic. This was a few months ago. I can't remember how long ago I saw this, but she was like, I want to change my aesthetic. So I made a Pinterest board called Becoming Her. And
Mm.
then just a couple weeks ago, she posted and was like, I just had this realization that becoming her means choosing her.
Mm.
Um, so she's like, so I changed the like name to be like choosing her
Mhm.
instead. And so in my Pinterest board, I just called it I am her.
I am her.
Yeah,
I love it.
I know there's all kinds of really cute outfits in here and then there's one that I put in here. I'm gonna pull it up on my phone so I can show everybody. Because there's one in here that I would literally never wear in real life, but I would love the confidence and the like attitude, you know what I mean? to wear that.
That can be manifested. We can manifest the confidence and the attitude.
Yeah, that's
That's no
what
problem.
Lady Aphrodite is working on with me for sure. But look at this. How
Ooh.
crazy is that?
Is that are those stickies or is that like a bralette?
No, it's like a chain bralette.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's amazing. Where would you wear this spectacular? Spectacular. It's
Give
fantastic.
me
Give me 14 of
14.
them right now.
I don't know, but I
A
would
photo
never wear it
shoot.
in real life, but I would love the confidence to think that I could wear that.
I see it.
Yeah. And then I just have this really cute one that I like.
That's
And then
really
that's it.
cute. I love that.
Yes, that those are my PSAs.
I love it. I haven't thought, I don't know. Me looking around. I'm like, I've been living out of a suitcase for so long. It's like the same.
Yeah.
I feel like because I really do love fashion and dressing up. That was my job forever. I was a visual merchandiser at Urban Outfitters forever, American Eagle, these boutiques in Montecito when I lived there. So I was like styling and create, like I love aesthetic. I love style, like all of that stuff. So it was hard to like condense. I'm like, what do I pack into a suitcase? And like I can't really like shop a lot. Like I do a little bit, but like that means giving up something usually. And everything I travel
Yeah.
with is like my favorite stuff ever. But I find that you can do a lot with just like jewelry, accessories like hats or like different bags and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So, if anyone else out there is dreaming of changing your aesthetic or like feeling more, I don't know, like tuned into a specific sense of style, I say like the quickest way to do it, like you don't have to like overhaul your whole entire wardrobe. Like go find some accessories, some hats, some bags, some jewelry that like makes you feel like it'll add those touches to like what you
Yeah.
have because I wear like very basic clothes now. It's like jeans and plain tanks and t-shirts, but I'm always wearing like 15 necklaces or like, like I don't know, my baseball cap with my girly dress or trying to like make it interesting and fun still. So I feel like you can do a lot with a little, just like yeah, because I love that stuff. I love, love, love. Like, I do not miss working in a store. I just didn't like the hours and like
Yeah.
when you were a visual merchandiser, you had to do all that stuff and help the customers and do this. And they're just always I'm like, I want to hyper focus on my project and I want nobody to talk to me. You to do it all, it was just like a lot and the hours sucked. But I loved when it was just me in the zone creating the displays and creating the style and the outfits and stuff. Like I did love that.
Love that.
I love that
That's so
stuff.
awesome.
And then that's why it's fun too to have like a brand online because it's another way to like express yourself and
Yeah.
all that. I love it. Fashion. Fashion,
Ooh.
fashion, fashion, fashion.
Ah.
Ooh, those are really good silly goofies. Well, I don't think we mentioned this yet, but today we were going to talk about some everyday magics.
1 hour later.
So in today's episode, We'll, sh- we'll
Uh,
we'll share some everyday magic that we like to do. We'll pull some tarot cards.
yes.
It was just a fun little episode. We told some stories,
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have to only talk about witchy stuff. We can talk about other things too. There's a dragonfly outside of what does it mean? Spiritual meaning, dragonfly, new
Spiritual
beginnings.
meaning, dragonfly.
What does it
Dragon.
say on the fourth page on the 10th link? Transformation, rebirth, new beginnings.
Having the
This is
having the
crazy.
this is crazy. Having the wisdom and resilience to adapt to change.
Exactly. That's crazy. I can't believe it.
Becoming your true self through transformation.
Exactly. It's crazy. I
That's
can't
so
believe
crazy.
it. Everything is a sign.
I'm changing my aesthetic tomorrow. Catch me next week in a whole different outfit.
Please
Well,
catch me
I mean,
next week
anyway, that happens anyway,
in
but
I was gonna say catch me in the same outfit because I wear this shirt. I've worn this shirt every day for the past 2 years, pretty much. But you know what? I
you get the point.
realized a creature of habit. Like do you do this? I don't know what this is about, but like I order the same shoes. Period. I always have the same two pairs of shoes.
I have my checkered slip-on Vans that I
Mhm.
wear basically every day
Mhm.
until my mom yells at me that I need to throw them out and get new ones
Yeah. So mine are
because
my checkered van slides
mm,
and then my white van platform sneakers.
love that.
I just
Yeah.
rebought those and rebought those.
Yeah.
I don't know how many
I was literally just yesterday being like, I need new cute shoes because first of all, I'm getting too old to wear those shoes every
No,
single day.
no.
It hurts my back.
You just
Like
need the
it hurts
platform
me.
ones.
Yeah,
They're
I need the
more
platform one.
cushy.
Yeah.
That's why I started wearing the platform ones because now I like being tall. But back when I was like, oh, I don't like being taller than everyone, I still wore the platform ones because my feet hurt so much in retail. And so I was like,
So
oh, they're
bad.
cushier. They're more
Yeah,
comfortable.
they are more comfortable. So
But now I
I
just
should
like being a
probably do that.
giant. Yeah. They're
But
not that high of platforms. They're like, you can
yeah,
barely.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I need to just get like different like cute sneakers.
Hmm.
Like Adidas has so many cute sneakers
I wouldn't know. I only buy white Vans sneakers.
that I can just like wear to work. That way I'm like still cute, but my feet aren't like killing me
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
I would recommend the white. I'm serious though. I mean, I've walked miles in those shoes. And I just like a good classic. It doesn't have to be Vans, but I just found what I like. I just need like a plain white classic sneaker until it gets too dirty. But I feel like you can dress that up. You can dress it
Yeah,
down.
you
I mean, it just looks
can.
cute with everything. You know, it's a
Yeah.
good basic. And then I have like an emotional attachment to slides. I don't like any other sandals. I only wear slides. I don't like how it feels on my feet. And so I wear my checkered slides everywhere. I don't know why we started talking about this. I think I was talking about style still. And how I like to wear the same thing every day. I don't like change.
Oh, no, because we did good. We changed to what we are supposed to be
And
talking
then
about today.
I brought
And
it
then
back up.
and then you saw a dragonfly and we were
Came
talking
back.
about yeah, and then we circled back.
Conclusion, if I like something, I buy it in every color or I rebuy it year after year, the same exact
Fantastic. I
thing.
love it. Give me 14 of them
Well,
right
that's
now.
literally me. I just bought a tank top from Amazon and I said that. That's what it was. That's what it was when I was thinking it in my brain the other day. And I was like, I don't remember why I was thinking that. It was the tank top I just bought. I'm not wearing it. It's over there. I tried it on and I thought to myself, fantastic. Give me
Fantastic. Give
14
me
of them
14
right
of
now.
them right now.
And I'm going to buy them in every color because I'm like, this is the perfect, just to explain to you why. Because it's not cropped, but it's not full length. It's like a mid.
Yeah.
And I
Like
love
perfect
that.
length.
Yeah. And I have a very long torso and it's like a mid on me. So you don't, you're short.
Can I tell you? Because I was actually thinking about this earlier today when I was getting dressed. Because I was like thinking about our episode with Hannah. Because I was like, ugh, like I really do like not wearing, like miss like not wearing a bra. And I miss that. But I was like, so many of my shirts are cropped and my torso is this big
So
that I can't,
it's just boobs.
yeah. And I can't, like, if I raise my hands, I
Yeah.
can't, like, if I go out and, like, I started wearing them again when I started, like, working in a physical place again because I
Yeah.
was like, I can't
Yeah.
reach up on the shelves
No, I
to
used
get
to
these
have to like
things.
go like hold my shirt down if I was like working. And I was always the person that was like, Sadie, can you come over here and reach this
Yeah.
on the top shelf too? Because nobody else could. No, yeah, you definitely have to be careful.
Yeah.
Boobs popping out the bottom. But
Yeah.
anyways, I'll share the link in the show. I probably won't. I'll forget. But it's a great tank top. You'll see me wear it in my stories at some point, probably. When you see me wearing the same tank top every day in different colors, you'll be like, I remember when Sadie talked about that.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Give me 14 of them right now.
It
Okay.
really is a great, I don't even know what it's from.
I don't know either.
Mm.
Okay. What is your number one favorite everyday magic thing that you do?
My I have two things in my morning routine that I
Mm-hmm.
really, really love.
Mm-hmm.
The first one
Mm-hmm.
is when I make my matcha, I
Mm.
put in honey and cinnamon
Mm-hmm.
every morning and I
Mm-hmm.
stir in my intentions for the day, cinnamon
Yep.
for like abundance and all the good things
Mm-hmm.
and honey to like sweeten up my day.
Mm-hmm.
Um so that's like a really easy boom done
Yep. I do that every day
magic.
too.
Magic.
I stir 3 times and say like 3 things that I'm manifesting for the day, but as though they're already done. And I
Yeah.
just do it in my head and it'll just be like, usually I don't know. it changes, but usually it's like kind of like something about me, something I want to have, like, oh, like I love myself, or like I'm doing a good job. And it'll be like something I want to like happen in the day. Like, I don't know, like close some sales or whatever. And then
Yeah.
like how I want like to feel, like I feel happy or I feel grounded, or so I'll do like kind of like about myself, something I want to happen, and then like a feeling I want like to have that day. And I
I
do
love
three
that.
things and then I seal it with a little pentacle.
Bam, bam, bam,
Love
bam,
that. So we're both
bam. Hannah was like, I just was listening to that episode and she did sound like Blue's Clues.
I did. I just did it again. I don't know what it is
Um,
in me. I want to go up. I want to go up.
Going up on a Tuesday.
Oh, and up on a Tuesday. That
That's not
was the
how it
song when I
goes.
was in college. Yeah, okay. I'm so sorry. This is another tangent, but I have to share it. There's a video of me that exists on the internet. You'll never find it. No, I don't know. You could. I don't care. Okay, so me and my friends in college, we were crazy. Okay, I partied a lot. I was out there every night having a good time, and there's a lot of footage of all of us just having a good time in college. Okay, and my friend Haley, this was after college. It was actually on my birthday. I should find it. Sometimes she reshares it on my birthday. I could scroll down her social media. But I was about to go visit her and my other friend were in Atlanta. And so I was about to fly there for my birthday weekend to like celebrate my
Mhm.
birthday with my best friends. So she posts this video. This was, I think, like when reels were brand new, or I don't even think this was a thing. And I was like, how did you edit that? It was amazing to me. But anyways, she made this compilation of all the stupidest videos of me being drunk in college. And she posted it and was like, "Happy birthday, Sadie." And I loved it. I thought it was so funny. I didn't care. But that one of the main videos that I kept going back to was me on the toilet
Oh no.
singing. In my old apartment, and I'm singing the club going up on a Tuesday. It's just us after the bar, and I'm singing on the toilet. And she uses the clip multiple times. It like cuts off and then it picks up where it left off, right? And then it's also us like, I don't know, we're in this golf cart driving around Madison and we're at the bar with pretending I told you how we would go like this to the beer bottles,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Um so anyways, I fly to Atlanta for my birthday weekend right after she posts this. And then every single person we met was like, because we like went out, and had drinks and went to the club and whatever. And they were all like, "Oh, you're the girl singing on the toilet." And I was like,
Is I.
"Yeah, that was me." So that's
That's
how all
me.
of their friends in Atlanta knew me, as the girl singing on the
Oh my God. That's
toilet.
really funny.
Another birthday memory. Look at that.
Love that.
Look at us.
Look at
Okay.
us.
Okay. Love that. So we
Look at
both
us
do.
focused.
I warned everybody in the beginning of this
Yeah.
episode.
You were warned.
You were warned and you kept listening. This is on you now.
We should put it in the show notes. Like, just skip to
Just skip to an hour and
an
20 minutes.
hour.
Okay, so we both love doing our morning coffee slash teas, our intention setting spell. What else do you like to
Yes.
do for everyday magic?
Um, I I was doing this before, but now that I work with Aphrodite, I
Mm.
will like light her candle
Hmm.
and like do all my skincare and like my makeup and everything. But while I'm doing that, I have a good morning playlist that's
Hmm.
like songs that like I love or just like high vibe kind of songs that are like manifestation songs or like light
Hmm.
language, things like that.
Hmm.
Um, and so I play that and then I just like kind of like dance party while I'm getting ready.
Hmm.
And I don't know, to me that's like magical because it like puts my like head in a good mood,
Yeah.
like makes my body feel good.
Yeah.
Like moving your hips like releases energy and
Hmm.
yeah, I really do love it.
I love that. Yeah, I do. I mean, I have all my morning ritual, like my full ritual, which is a
Yeah.
lot. I wake up at 6 a.m. so I have time to do it. I start work at 10.
Oh my God.
No, I'm not doing it the whole time. No, I wake up more like 7, but I do like to take my time. But I mean, everyone knows I talk about it all the time, but I start with tapping now. I do my
Hmm.
tap. Well, I go upstairs. I make my coffee. My coffee's a spell. I set that down. I do my tapping, and then I like to turn on like either an ambience like background, like I'll put it on my computer screen, or sometimes I do this all in the living room if no one's home. I'll put it on the TV, but either like an ambience that's like I don't know, it looks like you're like in a cabin in the mountains or something like something
Yeah.
that I would like love to like manifest like a vacation there or something. It's not really
Yeah.
something I'm actively planning, but like somewhere where it's just like I feel very like abundant and like peaceful and whatever. Or I'll pick like a frequency music or like subliminals. There's tons of subliminals on YouTube you can
Yeah.
type in for anything. So I'll like put that on in the background. I'll do my journaling that I do every morning. I'll read my 10 pages. Right now I'm reading The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle again. Um, I bought that when I was on my mushroom trip in Marshall or in Target
At
in Marshall.
Target.
At Target, I was like, that was actually the first. I'm sorry, this is a tangent. That was the first spiritual book I ever bought when I lived in
Mm,
LA, and it's that book's now in my storage unit. And before I was in Target, I felt this like nudge that I was like wanted to read that book again. And I was like, I already own it. I don't need to buy it again. But then I saw it and I was like, you know what? It's a sign.
yeah.
It's fine. So I bought it. I'm really enjoying it. So I read 10 pages or more, but it's like I like, that's my habit is like 10 pages a day of like some sort of like personal growth or spiritual or something book. Sometimes it's business, sometimes it's spiritual, whatever. And then I meditate.
Love that.
And sometimes I have my like altar back here. Um, So I'll, like light my candles on my altar before I do that. And I have one of those woodwick candles that like crackles and it makes me
Love
so
those.
happy. And yeah, and I'll just like sometimes I'll kind of like whisper intentions over those candles for the day. Like if I light one on the money side of my altar, I'll whisper like I don't know, like what a number or like,
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm so grateful to have this number or that I'm so grateful my bank account is always growing or just like say like a little intention or something. But
Yeah.
really simple, but yeah, I love like my mornings are definitely my most magical. Like I love getting up early because that time is like so sacred to me. I just love like just like ooey gooey, like going so slow, like having all the time in the world to just
Yeah.
like chill and do it. So that's my main things like every day. Just that whole I spend about an hour doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. It's the
Another thing that
best.
I do every day, um, and this I actually learned from the Activate Your Magic
Mm.
course, is talking into your water.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Yeah.
Which is also along the same lines of like stirring intentions into
Hmm.
your coffee, but water, yeah, the intention experiments with water that Dr. I think his name's Dr. Emoto,
Yeah. My
which I
lipstick's all over this.
but they're so incredible. They're so amazing that they would, yeah, do if you've taken any class with me, I probably brought it up, but anything with manifestation. But our intention is so powerful. And basically, they spoke different like words and phrases into water and then they froze it to see how it would crystallize. And
Hmm.
so when they spoke like love or peace or like compliments into the water, it freezes into these really beautiful, symmetrical, like snowflake sort of looking things. When
Hmm.
they would speak like hate, disgust, war, like words like this, they would freeze like really like chaotically and like
Jagged.
they looked
Yeah.
like weird. Yeah, like they kind of like give you the heebie-jeebies. And I mean, one is that like yeah, you can speak intention into your water and it does change the molecular structure of your water that you're then drinking, but also remembering that we are made up of like
Hmm.
70+% water. And
Yeah.
so that's why like it is so important to pay attention to how you speak about yourself, how think about yourself, and just the words you speak in general. If you're complaining all day, like that can change the molecular structure
Yeah.
of the water in you, and it does affect, I mean, it does affect your physical mental health. emotional health, all of that. Yeah, it's just so cool to see experiments like that. So that's a good one. Just like, yeah, like just whispering I love you into your
Yeah.
water before you drink it. Like, I
I'm
love you,
always
love you,
like,
love you.
hey, Pam,
Doing a
I'm
good
proud of
job.
you. Good
The echo.
job.
Doing
Hello.
a really good job. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I do
And I
really love
also
that.
just have crystals literally everywhere. I
Yeah.
have them um stacked up by my bedside. I have my altar. I mean now I'm at home, so I don't have them all over this house. But when I have my little like Airbnb apartments, like I have some by the door. There's two doors. I have some by the back door, like my little
Hmm.
protection. Um, I have some for my desk. I have some for my bedside. Um, I travel, with quite a bit of crystal jewelry, like putting on my like amber and carnelian every day. Like
Yeah.
that's a magical practice. And I keep my crystal jewelry on my selenite crystal every night, which is actually right here. Because selenite is a cleanser.
Ooh.
So it's great. I have selenite bowls. Those are the best, but
Yeah.
I don't travel with
That's
those
what I
because they're
keep
kind
my
of
rings
fragile.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like wearing crystal jewelry is such a good magical practice and like yeah, remembering to like like set intention into them. I mean, I feel like every time you wash your hands, you're like kind of like cleansing your crystal jewelry, at least on your hands in a way.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like remembering to like set them in your windowsill on a full moon and like still like cleansing them and setting intention into them, like doing little intention setting spells with your crystals. That's great everyday magic.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and I just love crystals around the house. Like, I don't do a lot of spell work with my crystals. I mean, I guess that's not true. I just don't do a lot of like full on rituals as much anymore since traveling more. But yeah, I'm like, look, I'm over here like looking because I have my little bedside thing moved over next to me. There's a lot of crystals. We could do a whole crystal episode.
We could do a whole crystal episode. Mine are back there.
I have a lot. I travel with like 10 pounds of crystals. It's too much. And then I keep buying crystals when I'm out there. But it's hard. Like I oh, just really like my crystals. Here's one I really like. The little Lemurian crystal.
Ooh,
See? If you're
very
not
nice.
looking,
It's
it looks like clear
huge.
quartz, but it has lines in it. That's how you know
Yeah.
it's Lemurian. Those little lines. Anyways, we'll do another crystal episode of our favorite
Yeah.
crystals. But crystals are great. Set it and forget it magic.
Set it and forget it magic. That is like kind of like simmer pots to me. You do have to
Yeah,
remember that your stove is on.
right.
Remember that your stove is on.
Yeah.
Um, but I really do also love simmer pots. And I just got this really cute, it's behind the curtain. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. This thing right there.
What is
This
that?
guy.
A diffuser or something?
Yeah, it's like a little
Oh.
cauldron, and you put a tea light under it, and you put a little bit
Oh.
of water and some essential oils, or you could put like herbs and stuff in it,
Yeah,
and
like a little
it's
mini
so
simmer
good.
pot.
Yeah, I
I
love
want
it so
one.
much. Yeah,
I miss my stuff.
soon.
I think about my storage unit. I'm like, I'm so torn because there's another part of me that's just like, I want to travel forever, but I'm like, I miss my stuff.
Yeah.
Hard
I
being a
think
witch without her stuff.
I think it's kind of nice to have like a home base
Yeah, for sure.
where you can like come back to.
Yeah.
Um, but I
Yeah.
think yeah.
And I just love like, yeah, I just like, I don't know. I love like decorating my house. I love painting. I was just at Kohl's doing an Amazon return and they had a bunch of so cute Halloween stuff. And it was like
Really?
$2 or $3 like shelf thing. And there was like the cutest blankets, the cutest pillows, just like home stuff. And I was like, I can't buy this stuff. I almost
Yeah.
bought the blanket because it was only like $5 and it was so cute. I took a picture, but I don't know how long ago it was. No. Um, Anyways, we won't sit here while I look for this, but
I'm trying to think. I'm like,
but
what else do I
I'm
do
seeing
every
all the
day?
Halloween stuff and I want to go buy it because I love Halloween stuff. But anyways, um, it's hard sometimes.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, also, it's so freeing and so easy.
Yeah.
Oh, here's some of the, can you see it? Look at the cool. I would have that. I
Cute.
would have that skull pillow out all year round.
Yeah.
That's everyday decor to me. That's how I feel about Halloween. There's like little like pumpkins and ghost pillows. So cute. The blankets were unbelievable. That was a different time I was there. But anyways, more everyday magic. What else? How I find
Like, what
this
else do
funny.
I do? Even when you're like sweeping, like when
Yeah.
you're cleaning, just like imagine you're like sweeping old energy or just like things that you like don't want to hold on to anymore. Imagine you're just like sweeping them up and like throwing them out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, I even just saw, um, or you know what else I do every night too is that I clear my energy before I go to bed every single night.
What do
Um,
you do for that? What's that look like?
I do, I guess they're called like integrations. And you like hold your arms out and I say, I now release and clear every I now release and clear all negative energy from every person, place, and thing I encountered today through all dimensions and timelines until the end of time. And you
Mm-hmm.
repeat it over and over again. And it's like one
Whatever,
of those like
chill.
really weird things, and your arms start closing. And like once they like come together, it's like okay, like the energy is like cleared. And it's so weird every time it happens. Like you're not moving your arms, it's just like that like magnetic like pull pulls them together and
Oh,
it's
I
so
want to try
wild.
this.
Yeah. And then I ask Archangel Azrael, who I work with,
Mm-hmm.
to just like remove anything that needs to be like anything that wishes me harm or has any ill intent,
Mm-hmm.
like from my energy field,
Mm.
anything that like might have like stuck around.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I don't really do that, but I do think of my like nighttime ritual as like cleansing, like when I like wash my face and
yeah,
put on all my stuff or whatever, where I'm just like
yeah,
cleansing off the day.
yeah. That's a big thing too. Or like when you're in the shower,
Yeah.
imagining like the shower, if you
Mm-hmm.
shower before bedtime,
Mm-hmm.
like everything just like whoosh, washing off of
Mm-hmm.
you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Excuse me. Everyday magic.
Wee.
I was trying to think. Yeah, I was like, I mean, a lot of the magical stuff I do, I guess it's not necessarily every day. It's like full moon, new moon, but we can do a different episode about that.
Yeah.
Like
I
different like
think,
little things. Like new moons, I definitely take extra time to like
hmm,
um I don't know, like do maybe some more of the like deep cleaning stuff that I don't always do because it's like
yeah.
new moon, fresh start. Like I'll be like, yeah, I don't know, little things like make sure I vacuum underneath my bed and not just around my bed. Like, like just like kind of like put in that little bit of extra effort to like,
Yeah.
it's a good time to like wash your door or whatever. We'll go
I do
into
that
that.
for the first of the month. But yeah,
Yeah.
we could go
We'll do
into
a
this.
different episode about that.
Yeah.
But everyday magic, I think for me, yeah, it's like my little coffee intention spell, doing those little rituals. I think like everyday magic is like in summary, like the little rituals that make you feel your
Mm-hmm.
best on a daily basis. Like that's what
Yeah.
everyday magic is about. So it might be a tarot card pull or anything that just helps you be like mindful for like little moments throughout the day and like takes care of your energy. So
Yeah.
if you're listening, let us know what you do for everyday magic. I'm curious to hear.
Yeah.
Send us a
One thing
DM
I
or
just
drop
thought
a
of too
comment.
is like you can even set a reminder on your phone for
Mm-hmm.
like 2 o'clock or whenever feels good for you, just to be like breathe and just like take a moment to like take a
Mm-hmm.
breath.
Oh yeah, I have a affirmations app on my phone that's always popping up little affirmation notifications. I guess that's kind of a magical practice.
Yeah.
Like what else? I don't know. I just feel like I have
Yeah.
like little things I do all day or like think about and they just give you that moment of pause. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think like putting on my jewelry for the day is a big one and just being like, oh, like, I mean, I never take off my rings, but like, I don't know, I'll be like, today feels like an amber necklace day. Like, I'm definitely gonna
Yeah.
wear that today
I
or
want
just
to make one of those
fancy that.
so bad. I always look at yours and I'm like, that's so cute. I want one.
I know. I was gonna bring more back because amber's kind of expensive. And I got good deals there, but somebody went and I went to go buy a bunch more after I bought my single one. Somebody had bought out the whole place. So
Maybe
they were
someone
obviously
follows
making
you.
amber jewelry, maybe. And then I went to the next place and their amber was fake. So
Mm.
it literally said like amber imitation and she was on the tag. And I was like, so this I was like, I need real amber. I don't want imitation amber. And she was like, oh, this is real. And I was like, it's not. It says imitation on the tag. She was like, no, it's real. I was like, okay,
Okay,
I'm not
thank you.
interested with it.
Yeah.
Because amber is hard because it's a resin, it's not a crystal, so it does feel
Yeah,
like plastic. So it's hard to tell. And like, look, could this be plastic? Could be. I don't
sure.
know. I felt like I trusted that place because they had other. That's where I got this one too. And this one does feel like a real crystal. And I mean, if you just look at them really closely, like you want it to not be perfect, right? Like you need to
Yeah.
see the variations in it. So I do believe these are both real crystals, but it's hard to tell. Like glass beads, they kind of feel like crystal, like they're,
Yeah.
but yeah, that place I was laughing. She's like, it is. And I was like, it says imitation. So I'm not buying that and selling that. But thank you. But yeah, yeah, I wanted to bring more home, but somebody bought me out, which fair enough, because it was a really good deal for Amber.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. You can go on like Etsy and play like I don't know if I would trust Amazon. I'd probably trust Etsy more, like a smaller
Yeah.
seller. But they did have ones there, and Amber is so good for energy protection. That's why they put Amber on babies because it's very calming
Hmm.
and grounding and protective. Especially when babies are
Interesting.
teething, I believe, is when they put like I learned about that when I worked at the crystal store. I was like those because they were like little and they had these different kinds of like latches or whatever that were interesting, but they were for safety for the baby. And she was like, yeah, it's like something people do. They put amber necklaces on babies. I was like,
Okay.
so apparently it helps with like teething and like keeping them calm or something.
Interesting.
So it's a great everyday necklace or bracelet or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have a like little necklace extender I bought if I ever want to like wear it, but kind of like have it not as visible. Because it's just such a great everyday crystal. Yeah.
Yeah. They're very cute.
Thank you. Thanks. Should we pull some tarot cards?
Let's, before we get onto another tangent.
Yep. We gotta wrap we
So
gotta wrap this show.
it's 7 o'clock.
I was thinking we started at 4:30, but we didn't. We started at 5:30 today.
Let's say like 5:40.
We did. Yeah, no, it was like 5:40 or 5:45
Yeah.
because then we were goofing around a little bit before
I was trying to hang up the
we were
birthday
con
sign three times.
we were consulting before
We
we
were
even started.
consulting. All right. Are we just doing like
I don't know. I'm just pulling it.
general, random? Oh my God, that's so loud.
Yeah. Okay. What did you get?
Wait, I didn't do anything yet because I was startled by how loud that was in my microphone in my ears.
It sounded like thunder.
Yeah.
We had a really
Thunder.
crazy thunderstorm last night. Right as I was going to sleep, I
Woo.
was like, and it was like lightning and it was so crazy. And I kept thinking, oh my God, there's going to be a tornado. And then I was like, oh, my room's in the basement. That's fine. But then I kept being like, yeah, but what about my family?
Do you get tornadoes there?
Yeah, but not like crazy ones.
Ah,
I'm not like, we have like tornado sirens that go off if there's a tornado, but I've never ever heard of like somebody's house being taken down
like
by a
blown
tornado.
away.
We have like I don't know, not crazy ones, or somehow they just end up not getting people's houses very much. Sometimes a barn here and there. That's not funny. I just laughing because it's such a Wisconsin thing to say. Sometimes a barn here and there goes down, but other than that, I don't know. We do get, yeah, I don't know. We get tornadoes a little bit.
Crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you go first and I'll focus.
Okay. Well, apparently I pulled the Two of Wands, and apparently, I don't know why I'm doing that voice. Okay, I got the Two of Wands. I always like this card
Me
because
too.
like, he's still in like the castle walls, so to speak, whether it's a castle or he's still at home, but he's got the literal world in his hand.
Yeah.
He's sort of like looking out, pondering. So I always just think it's like, what are you dreaming about? Like what is it that like you can't stop thinking about? What is this path that you're like questioning, like should I not, but in your heart of hearts that it's what you want. So it's like reassurance, like the world is your oyster. That's what I
Yeah.
always think of with this card. Like the world is your oyster. It's what you want to make of it. Now, I also have pulled out the Seven of Cups, which
Oh,
like choices, right? Like this is like a
yeah.
lot of like, choices. So I feel like with the Two of Wands and the Seven of Cups, it's what I'm getting is like trusting yourself to make the right choice.
Yeah.
And like it doesn't mean that, and there might not even be like a quote right choice, but it's like trusting yourself to make the most of the choice you make and like stand by that choice. I think a lot of like our own frustration comes with like the grass is greener on the other side, or like you have two choices, so you just don't make either of them. And then like you miss
Yeah.
out on the potential of either because you don't know like which choice is the right choice. So you do nothing. And so I feel like the message is just like trust your gut, make your choice, and like get after it. Like go for it.
Yeah.
And like set aside the fear that it's the wrong choice and just trust yourself to navigate that choice. And you can change your mind or it might go in an unexpected direction, but like trusting yourself enough to like walk down that path because you're being led that way for a reason. And so
Yeah.
like trusting yourself to like make the most of it. And then one more card flew out. The Seven of Pentacles. I looked at that's my brain glitched. I almost said cups again. But two sevens
Two
and the Seven of
sevens.
Pentacles. I mean, I just feel like this is like, he's looking at like his labor, right? Like this hard work that he's put in. And so
Yeah.
just trusting like sometimes like the choice you want to make, we don't because we're like scared of like, oh my God, we're taking on a lot of work. Or like, I don't know, the clear example I think of is like, oh, I want to start a business, but like how will I ever figure out how to do that? It's so much like that's so far away from ever being successful. And I think this is just like, again, just like trusting yourself that you will get to that point and like it will be a hard work,
Yeah.
but like there will come a day when you are enjoying the fruits of your labor and you're going to be so grateful to past you that you made that hard choice and you trusted yourself to make it. Trust.
Um,
And if you
yeah.
weren't watching, Pam held up a card that said trust. I didn't just randomly yell that.
In your ears.
I'm like, wait, I'm always thinking of like the audio listeners, and I'm like, wait, I have to narrate what's happening in the video.
It's
She
good that
held
you
up
do
a
because I
card.
always forget.
I don't worry, I'll hold the team together on that end.
I literally pulled out a card from my Oracle deck that says that's the trust card at the same time Sadie was saying that.
And then she held it up close and I read it and I yelled it.
Yeah.
And that's what just
um,
okay, what
I
other
think
cards did you
the
pull?
Seven of Cups though also is like a card of like, oh, if I only had this, if I had this, or
Mm.
once I do this, then I can do this. Like it's a
Uh-huh.
if XYZ, then XYZ.
Mm.
So
Oh, little guy's coming
guys
over.
popping out back there.
Sorry about him. Sorry about him. Okay.
You're like,
For the audio listeners, I bent over and there was a space in my curtains.
yeah,
There's curtains back
not a euphemism,
for
like the
the little
actual curtains. Actual curtains behind us.
my curtains. Wink. No, like no. Okay. Okay. I was like,
I pulled the Four of Wands and the Trust Crystal Cave of Trust card, Oracle card. And the Four of Wands, I've learned in like two different ways. One is like, okay, you need to have more like play. Like they're like in like a
mm,
celebration, like
yeah,
they're like
yeah,
silly, goofy time. They're consulting. Um,
exactly.
and it's a time of being like, okay, like you know what, like I think I do need to add a little bit of more like play and put down like I think to combine it with your
Mhm.
cards, it's like okay, get after it, but don't forget that it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah, and like don't take it all so seriously.
Yeah.
Like you want to do this for a reason. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fulfilling and enjoying and like
Yeah.
yeah.
I think there's like there could be two messages here because the other way that I learned this, so maybe it's like a choose your own,
Choose your own adventure.
yeah, adventure kind of thing. Because the other way that I've learned this card is that it's a card of like deep nostalgia.
Mm,
Um, where you're like, okay, like you are starting your own business, so you just left a job and now you're like, oh my God, I really miss like my work friends. I miss having that like
mm,
structure, like I miss these things. So it's like let yourself indulge in that nostalgia and then
mm.
let's go. And then let's move on.
Uh-huh.
And so kind of like trust that you are making the right decisions.
Yeah, because
And
I do think we can romanticize what was there
yeah,
in
it's
a
like
way.
graduation goggles.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, you
Yeah.
can't, like, if it's a job, like, you couldn't wait to get out of there. And then now that you're like out on your own and it's scary and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? You're like,
Yeah,
this, now you have these rose-colored glasses on and you're like,
exactly.
oh, I just miss this and this and this. And it's like, no, you hated being there. Not, you know, and
Yeah.
I'm being dramatic, but like, it,
Yeah.
like, that's like the vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's also with Venus is entering Libra, I think in 2 days, I think on the 29th. And
Mm-hmm.
that could really be a time of like rose-colored glasses.
Mm.
So that kind of like ties into this like
I
transit.
never take my rose-colored glasses off, so just learn to live. I've just learned to live with it. That's kind of an all the time thing for me.
Yeah. Um, yeah. And the thing that kind of just popped into my mind too, if anyone watched How I Met Your Mother,
Mm.
there's an episode where Robin is leaving her like Metro News One
Mm.
job. Do you know which one I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I never like watch it all in order. It was like one of those things that like when it was on the TV like later at
Yeah.
night, like I would just watch it. So if it rings a bell.
Yeah. So anyway, long story short, she's leaving this job and then she goes to interview for something else. I know I keep yawning. She
Like a
goes to
bell.
interview for another job and she's like, I got the job, I got the job. And then she finds out, no, that was just an interview. She didn't actually just get the job. And then she's freaking out after her interview. And she's like, I have to go back to Metro News One. I have to go back to Metro News One. And then finally she gets there. She sits down, reads the first line of the teleprompter, and is like, yeah, no, I'm done with this. And that's like kind of
Ooh, I gotta
that was making
chill.
me think of that energy.
Yeah. You're like, oh wait, no, I
Yeah.
don't want that.
Yeah.
So
I think I think that's it.
now we're both really tired and we are just like, so anyways, I'll get after it or
Well,
whatever.
you know, live long and prosper,
I just hit a
whatever they
wall.
say.
I just hit a, I like had like one
I
little
saw
yawn come
it.
out and I was
I
like,
saw it.
you need some,
Oh
I was
my
gonna say I need to
God.
eat some
Last
breakfast, but I
thing,
need to eat some dinner.
because that just made me think of this. But I went to the zoo yesterday during therapy, like I said last week I was going to do.
Oh,
And
good job following
thank you.
through.
It was amazing and so good because it was on Monday morning, so nobody was there. And like one of the first exhibits when you walk in are like meerkats. And there was this one guy sitting like this, and he just was like, and was like, he kept like
Like
nodding
nodding
off
off.
and then catching himself, and then like would like nod off again. It was very cute, but that's what you just made me think of.
That was me. Me and the little meerkat ready for her nap. I
Yeah.
can't take, I have to stay up though. I don't know why I'm so tired. I had a tiring day
I'm
today.
also really tired, and
Yeah.
Hannah was also very tired. So I think maybe there's just something
Oh
in
my
there.
God. I had the strangest dream this morning, actually. I
Really?
felt, I felt Boo, my cat.
Yeah.
I, it was like, I thought I was awake and like, my eyes were closed. I was dreaming, but like, I saw Boo like run across my room up onto my bed. And then I felt her physically lay where she would always lay in the crook of my legs, like when I'm laying. Like, I felt the bed go down. And
Oh,
then I kind of realized that that's not true. And so I like froze up because I was scared.
Yeah.
I was like, what was that? Because I felt it. I felt the like pressure on the bed and it go down. And then and I came more like aware. And so I kind of like moved my leg a little bit and I was like, okay, nothing's there. Cause I was like, is there a fucking rat in my bed? Like,
Horrifying realization.
yeah, and then I don't know, I just had such a weird morning. And then like I was dreaming that my alarm went off but in my dream, I was like, oh, I just can't open my eyes. I can't get up. I'm so tired. But it wasn't. I was still sleeping. And then again, I came to again where I was like, oh no, that's a dream. My alarm's not going off. But then I picked up my phone and it was 1 minute until my alarm was going to go off.
Weird.
Exactly one
I
minute.
slept through my whole alarm today. And it will go off like 4 times if you don't hit
That's
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
But I wasn't tired like that. I was totally fine and ready to get up. But in my dream, I was like, oh, I can barely open my eyes. And then I
That's
like woke up,
weird.
checked my phone, and my alarm was about to go off. I set two alarms. The first one was about to, but I felt totally fine, and so I just got up. But it was like so weird. I had these visceral experiences. Like
That is weird.
the boo thing was very, like or like I don't know, it was a cat. Just in my head, I was like, oh, boo's here, and then I was like, wait, boo's not here. I
Yeah.
wish. Yeah, it was so strange. I like felt it.
I think she's like reaching out to you.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I don't know, just having these very physical, very real dreams this morning that were, yeah, like nothing crazy, but I don't know. I don't know what that was all about.
Weird.
Yeah, it was a weird experience. It was like how it felt when I would get night terrors, except not scary.
And not
Just
scary.
that level of realness where you're like awake, but you're not, but you're really seeing and hearing and feeling things
Yeah.
with, and it's, yeah, I don't know. It's very strange. But anyways, yeah, that's what's going on.
Okay. I think we have to go. Sadie, what do you have to offer us?
Okay, everyone, thank you for sticking through another consulting episode of Giggly Witches, episode
Yeah.
number 7. It was great. Glad to be
Yes.
here. I hope you giggled along with us.
Yeah.
Make sure you're following us on social media at Giggly Witches on YouTube, TikTok,
Instagram.
Instagram. We didn't post last week. Sorry about that. I've been
Yeah.
really busy. That's just the truth. Also, I deleted Instagram on my phone, and that's probably why too. No, honestly, I have been really busy. I'm gonna do better this week. Um,
Same.
and we're also on Apple and Spotify. My brain is glitching right now. You can follow me at I am Sadie Olson. And Pam, where can we find you? What you got going on?
Velvet Snake Oracle on TikTok and Instagram. And I have a tarot freebie that will help you learn how to read tarot for yourself. Um, totally for free guide. And then I have 2 reading options available to do readings together.
Tarot readings.
Tarot readings.
So
Yeah, sorry.
get get your tarot reading. Fantastic. Give me 14 of them right now.
And that's all, folks.
And that's all. Get Pam's tarot freebie, book a tarot reading. I have a scripting freebie you can get. And we'll see you next week, witches. Keep giggling.
Bye.
Bye.